Classified Crime is on the case of Alison Agatha Lawrence, and today we are going to look at some case updates from her court docket. This is Alison Agatha Lawrence in her mugshot from Lake County Sheriff's Office upon her arrest for animal cruelty and tampering with evidence on March 18th, 2025. I have two previous videos I did on her case that I will link here and in the description, but basically she took an international flight in December 2024 and had her dog Tywinn with her and was told she was not allowed to bring her dog for lack of proper documentation. And so she allegedly drowned the dog in the Orlando airport bathroom and then boarded the flight. She then returned to the U.S. and was arrested shortly after her return. So she was out of the country for a few months. So let's take a look at some of the case documents since she had court this week. So I was checking up on her case today, and quite a bit was posted to the court docket yesterday and today. She was supposed to have a hearing on 8/26/25, and they did have a hearing, and there's court minutes there. Then she was supposed to have another hearing on the 5th, and she did not show up. So you can see here, there are court minutes. Those are not posted here for me to open, but they did upload them. Motion for cost denied without prejudice, waiver of speedy trial, issue capias, failure to appear, and then her attorney files a motion to withdraw. So we're going to look at the documents that we are able to open. Now, also filed on July 14th, her attorney filed this motion to declare defendant indigent for costs, and they're also asking for a expert witness. So it says, comes now defendant, Alison Agatha Lawrence, by and through the undersigned counsel, and moves to have the defendant declared indigent for costs, and in support thereof shows the following. The defendant is charged with animal cruelty with intent to torture and tampering with physical evidence. The undersigned attorney was retained to represent the defendant in the above cited case. The balance of those fees are unpaid. The defendant is without the financial means to pay the necessary due process costs. The defendant has applied for indigency on July 14th. The defense requires the cost to set up depositions and to hire an expert witness. So they're asking for costs for the expert witness. And so the defendant requests the honorable court to grant this motion and requests to find the defendant indigent for purposes of costs only. So I'm guessing she has a private attorney is what this looks like to me. I'm not a professional. She retained an attorney. She still owes the attorney, but they're asking for the state to pay for the cost of the depositions, expert witness, etc. This is the financial affidavit she filed on July 14th. Alison Lawrence. Basically, it says she has 0 dependents. She has a take-home income of $0 paid weekly. She gets monthly Social Security benefits in the amount of $2,394. It says she has no other assets, no cash, no bank account, no CDs or money market accounts, no equity in a motor vehicle, no equity in a boat, no veterans or child support benefits, no rental income, dividends, or any other kind of income, no savings. She says she has a total amount of liabilities and debts in the amount of $15,000. And she does not receive any cash assistance or other benefits. She's been released on a $5,000 bond that it says a family posted for her. In her body cam footage for the arrest, she lived down the street from her sister, she said. So that's basically her indigent status. She gets Social Security benefits. These are the court minutes from the August 26th hearing. I'm not sure why it says AE up here, but it says State of Florida Plaintiff versus Alison Agatha Lawrence Defendant came on this day for a status hearing, and the following persons are notified that the Honorable Diego M. Madrigal has set the above stout case for hearing with Assistant State Attorney Jay Balance present and you, the defendant, Alison Agatha Lawrence, being now not present, represented by Javier Chavez, who was present. So they set the hearing for the motion that her attorney filed for Friday, September 25th, which was today, and a status hearing for Tuesday, November 4th in the Orange County Courthouse. And here it says in bold, the defendant's appearance required at the motion hearing, which would have been today, September 5th. So it's interesting. She was not supposed to appear on August 26th because she had waived her appearance and signed that her attorney could appear in her place. Now, the judge set the hearing for the 5th and put on the minutes that the defendant had to attend. And you can see here that there's a failure to appear. And there's also the issue capias, and I looked up what that means because I am not a lawyer. So just from the AI overview, to issue a capias means that a judge ordered the arrest of an individual by issuing a legal warrant. And that means there's a warrant out for her arrest to bring her before the court, typically for failure to appear for a scheduled hearing or comply with a court order. So since she was out on bond and she was ordered to appear, and she did not, now there is a warrant back out for her arrest. So it will be interesting to see where they find her. And if you get a chance, take a look at the other 2 videos I linked in to the description and earlier in this video if you want more details about the case. But I will continue to keep an eye on this case, and hopefully we will see her back in custody without bond. She does, I think, face up to 5 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine are the maximum penalties. So we will just continue to watch the court docket and see what happens with Miss Alison Agatha Lawrence. Thank you so much for watching.